Spend more time with those you love. Lead staffing, putting people to work, and changing lives daily.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the Lady Cougars and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks and you're watching Real Sports Live. Awesome!
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
We are Santa Rosa and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early child.
Good afternoon. Welcome to our broadcast here on Real Sports Live, coming to you from Harlingen, Texas. It's a tri-match here once again. We were here 1 week ago featuring Corpus Christi Ray, Harlingen, McAllen Rowe. Now we have Harlingen, Matt Kai, and Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial in our tri-match. Game 1, it's going to be Harlingen taking on Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial. Game 2 will be Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial taking on Matt Kai. And then Game 3, a rematch of the Pound Fest matchup on Friday in pool play. Matt Kai retakes on Harlingen. Harlingen in the home black and red trim, led by head coach Jocelyn Torres here, finishing 5th overall in that Mackay Pound Fest. We taking on Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial is going to be in the road red with the white and blue trim. Lady Eagles will be on the left-hand side, Lady Cardinals on the right-hand side as we go to your full screen replay. See the Lady Eagles of Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial led by head coach Jenny Garcia. And we thank you for joining us here on the broadcast. Ruben Rodriguez with you to my left, Jammer Ruiz manning the camera. So big matchup to start things off here on a Tuesday night. Thank you for joining us wherever you're watching from, whether it be on Facebook, Twitter, at home, or listening in the car. And thank you for having us here. See Harlingen High, there are 2 key absences. We'll be missing Julie Bryant and Mia Dorado, who will not be competing. Matchup. Meanwhile, Corpus Christi Veterans will have a full stack team. Liberos for either side for Harlingen will be Mallory Salceda. It'll be Jada Zapeta, the libero for Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial against CC Vets on your screen in the red with white and blue trim. Harlingen in the black and red and white trim. And Lady Cardinals missing 2 key players in the forms of Mia Dorado and Julie Bryant. We'll have the power team in the form of Casey Vidal, Mallory Salceda, Alana Roquette, Brianna Cavazos, and Julie Valdez. Front row will be Scout Medley, Casey Vidal, and Julie Valdez. Mallory Salceda in the back row alongside Davina Gutierrez and Brianna Cavazos. The potential starting 6 here if Julie Bryant's not in. And Bryant, the senior who reached over 1,000 kills in her junior year. Mia De La Peña set to serve things off for Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial. So we start things off. Here we go. This one takes a deflection out and kept in play by Vidal. But it'll wind up out of bounds, and Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial will draw first blood in this opening set. All deflecting back, set up nicely, going for the kill here. Allen takes the bounce off. That's Casey Vidal will quickly tie the game up. Harlingen 32-6A, Corpus Christi Veterans 29-5A. We'll have no business playing each other in the playoffs, but you want to prepare for the postseason, go against tough teams. This is the way you do it. You go against teams who are out of your district and powerhouses in those districts. CC Vets, who eliminated the powerhouse Mission Vets in the area round last year. Another point for Harlingen, makes it 2-1. Harlingen, of course, district champions in 32-6A last season, looking to defend the throne. A lot smaller now that Harlingen South and Donna North not in. Here comes a setup and a kill. That one out of bounds on the kill attempt, Isabel Craig. And Harlingen high up 3-1 in this opening set. As the senior setter, Julie Valdez, set the serve, gets it across. Here we go. This one dug up nicely. And a huge bounce there as that's Scout Medley and Alana Roquette who team up, and they get that fourth one. Thank you, folks, for joining us here once again, wherever you may be watching from. Valdez set the serve again. Here we go. This one drops back, kept in play by Geyer. Loud back up. Now trying to get the kill. This time was Avery Rabler. That one missing, too. So it's a 5-1 lead early on for the Harlingen High Lady Cardinal squad. We'll look to take full control early on. That's the key to the game for Harlingen High. And another kill, or ace, excuse me, that just gets over the serve. And it's a 5-point lead, 6-1 in set number 1. Again, we thank you for joining us. And head coach Jenny Garcia has seen enough. She'll call a timeout, and Harlingen up to a comfortable 5-point lead. Be back in about 30 seconds here on Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
We are Eddie Burgella, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where...
All right, kid, Real Sports Live, we start things off with another serve, and that one finds its way out for a point, and Corpus Christi Veterans will finally stop the bleeding. It's a very tough opening matchup here. It was 5-1, now 6-2. They cut it down to a 4-point game as now set the serve here for Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial will be Mia Rodriguez. She gets just some correction. That's number Jillian Rye, number 9. Now winds up out of bounds, and now CC Vets cuts it down to a 3-point game. Serve winds up in the net. Harlingen will pick up another point, makes it 7-3. So 7-3 your score here in set number 2. Here comes the serve. This one gets across. That was Cecilia Juarez, but it winds up out of bounds. And CC Vets picks up another point. Libero here. Jade Isabella set the serve. Gets it across. Here we go. Beat all under it. Salceda. Lobbed back over. That's Julie Valdez. Valdez who got it across. It's kept in play by Valdez on a dig. Salceda will lob it across. Set up here by De La Peña. She sets up for Geyer. Geyer gets the kill. That one shanks off Valdez. Now Corpus Christi veterans starting to wake up a bit. Giving that point to Harlingen. Like a kill there by Amber Geyer. This one gets across. De La Pena comes up, sets up this time for Rodriguez, and Rodriguez will get it. Now CC Vets picks up another point. They cut it down to a 3-point game as Taylor Berg checks in here for Isabel Craig. Taylor Berg now set to serve for Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial. 8-5, here we go, dug up. And going for a soft touch over. It's kept in play. Valdez gets it across. Berg trying to help out in a carry by Corpus Christi veterans. Berg is looking to set back up for Rodriguez. That one wound up back, and they called a carry on Berg. 9-5, back to a 4-point game. Brianna Cavazos now set to serve. One gets across, here we go. Berg looking to set up, and a miscue there by Harlingen High. Results in another point for the Lady Eagles. They cut it down to a 3-point game, 9-6. That's a cross, here it comes. On the setup, this one gets over, good carry around. Kept in play, trying to get a top on it, won't go. And Vidal trying to get a kill of her own. She sets this one up here now for Rivler. Rodriguez trying to get to the card after Vidal, or Valdez gets it over, and now Harlingen up by 4. That's a cross here on the serve by Vidal. Touchback winds up in the net. That's 11-6. Here we go. This one gets across. On the setup, trying to get this one over. Valdez under it. Salceda comes in. Knocked across by Roquette. Geyer over it. Berg on the setup. This one thrown across by De La Pena. And that one just finds the back corner. And a kill for Mia De La Pena. 11-7, back to a 4-point game. Mia Rodriguez set to serve. Set up nicely. Roquette trying to get a kill, and that one just winds up out of bounds. Give that one here for Corpus Christi veterans, and they cut it back down to a 3-point game. Rodriguez gets it across. Cavazos under it. Valdez on the setup. That was Davina Gutierrez trying to get it the cross. Good dig there by Cavazos. Set up here now by Roquette. Little too much power. Now Harlingen now up by 9. Or up by 2, excuse me. (11-9), 2-point game here in this opening set. Started off with Harlingen leading 6-1 at one point. Valdez on the setup for Roquette. And a good block kept in play here by Tatiana Mosley before it was lobbed out of bounds, and Harlingen will pick up another point. Vida Gutierrez checks out for the Lady Cardinals. Mallory Salceda now set to serve, the senior libero who's had some big shoes to fill for Elena Aguinaga, but Salceda's fit into a new position much more comfortably. On the setup here, trying to get this one was Avery Ribler, kept in play. Set up here for Roquette. This one takes a bad bounce. Cepeda keeps it in play. Lobbed over by Berg. Vidal sets it up here for Valdez, who sets up for Medley. Good dig by Cepeda on the back. Mosley gets it across. Salceda under it now. Valdez sets up for Vidal. This one takes a bounce off Amber Geyer, and a kill for Harlingen. But talk about that great defensive play in the backcourt by Jada Cepeda. Now Harlingen High here trying to get something cooking in this opening set. Good performance at the Pound Fest this past weekend. Finished off in 5th. Here's a setter for Mosley, and Mosley gets a kill in a response for the Lady Eagles. Isabel Craig checks in here as Taylor Berg will check out. De La Pena will get the serve across. Here we go. Cavazos. Valdez sets up for Vidal, but winds up in the net a little too low on the spike. Now backed up to a 2-point game, 13-11. It's across. Here we are. Set up here now. A block there by Craig results in a kill. Roquette gets the point as Isabel Craig was going for the block, and a kill shot attempt by Anna Roquette winds up out of bounds. Julie Valdez now set the serve. Here we go. La Pena comes in. Craig gets it across. Valdez shoots it over. That one takes the bounce off. De La Pena, and Zapeta keeps it in play one more time. Mosley can make the touch, and that one just drops into the net. It's 15-11. And talk about Jada Zapeta, the play she's making so far defensively. Great play on the right side of your screen, presented by South Padre Island against Zapeta, just coming in, and don't know how she kept it in play. Serve winds up in the net, and Harlingen now gives up a point, makes it a 3-point game, 15-12. Harlingen again, 32 6A district champs. This one gets across. Ball being set up. This one lobbed over. Mosley. De La Pena on the setup for Geyer, and Geyer will get the kill on the late dig by Salceda. 15-13, 2-point game. Serve just gets across, and that one takes a bounce off Cassandra Cruz. Cassandra Cruz making some new, or seeing some new minutes in. And with 2 key players out, Coach Lawson Torres, her hand is forced to try to move around the chess pieces. Valdez lobbed over by Roquette, kept in playing the backcourt there. De La Pena sets up for Mosley, but that kill with a little too much kick. That one winds up out of bounds. Cecilia White is back in the game. It's a cross, kept in playing the backcourt by Rye. Set up here for Craig, Salceda under it. Valdez on the setup for Vidal. Good play there by De La Pena. Rye comes under it. Craig trying to get it across. Set up here from Vidal, or from Valdez to Vidal, excuse me. Mosey trying to get across. Medley displaying the skill. Geyer gets over it. Here comes a lob across now by Valdez. Coming in now, De La Pena on the setup here. Geyer shoots it over. Vidal under it. Valdez on the setup here this time. Miscue there, but they get it across. Salceda comes in. Valdez on the set for Vidal. De La Pena. Rye gets it over it. De La Pena going for a kill. This one kept in play by Salceda. Trying to get it across here now is Vidal, and she'll just find it. As that one just sneaks in a long sequence, results in Casey Vidal getting the kill. A powerhouse killer here for Harlingen High. Again, back and forth display, and that one just sneaks in. It's a replay there presented by Rolly Gonzalez, Josh Moody Loans. Let them finance your dream home here at Harlingen. 17-14, here we go. This one gets across. And a carry there on the Corpus Christi side results in a point for Harlingen. 18-14, back to a 4-point game. It's in a thriller of a set so far in this opening set. Across, set up here for Mosley. Now one takes a bounce off Juarez. Tatiana Mosley gets a big kill. (18-15) 3-point game. Sabetta set the surge. She's had some big stops and defensively. Juarez sets up for Vidal, and that one takes a bounce off Zeta Zapeta, on Harlingen picks up another point. 19-15, 4-point game. Scout mentally set the serve. Here we go. De La Peña trying to get it across, and it winds up in the net. That's 20-15. Coach Garcia calls another timeout, so 2 timeouts so far for Corpus Christi veterans. Harlingen yet to call their first timeout. 20-15, exciting thriller in set 1. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Real Sports Live.
A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. 2015, Zepeda gets under it in the backcourt. De La Peña sets up for Craig. Kept in play and back by Valdez, and a miscue there, and it's kept in place somehow, but it's going to fall short and well in their tracks. It's Corpus Christi veterans will get a point to kick up here after calling their second timeout again. Harlingen has yet to call their first timeout. This brings in Taylor Berg. She set the serve. Valdez on the setup for Vidal. Soft touch, good dig there by Berg. Rye on the setup here for Geyer, and Geyer will get the kill. 2017, a thriller here in this opening set. There gets across. Salceda. Valdez sets up a soft touch by Vidal. Geyer under it. Berg on the setup here for Rodriguez. That one kept in play. Salceda gets it across here for Vidal. Rye under it. Berg sets up here for Geyer, and Geyer, his shot is dug up by Juarez, and this one kept in play. Rodriguez under it. Set up here now for De La Peña, coming in on it, Gutierrez. Valdez on the setup for Vidal. Zepeda under it. Lob across here by Berg. It's going to be knocked across this time by Valdez. Berg on the setup one more time for Rodriguez. Dug up again by Valdez. Salceda under it. Going to be corralled now and lobbed across, but winds up in the net. It's a lengthy, fast sport, folks. Been a while since we called some hot action volleyball here on Real Sports Live. One of the more faster-paced games we get to broadcast, have the privilege of broadcasting. This one gets across here. Zepeda gets it across. A point there for Harlingen. They'll call that a carry. Makes it 21-18. Cassandra Cruz checks out of the ball game. Brianna Cavazos will step back in. Brianna Cavazos now set to serve, another key component for the Lady Cardinals so far in 2022. Berg trying to get it the cross. Berg takes another bounce on it. Rye sets back up for Geyer. Geyer trying to get a kill, but that is just out of bounds. Looked a little too close to calls, waiting for the official to signal something before we jumped ahead to a conclusion. 22-18. Here comes the serve by Brianna Cruz. Here we go. Brianna Cavazos, excuse me. This one gets across and takes a bounce off Casey Vidal, and that's a point there for Corpus Christi Vets, 22-19. Rye checks out of the ball game. Avery Reibler, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, checks in. Geyer set the serve. Here we go. That's Amber Geyer. Vidal trying to keep it in play. That one winds up out of bounds, and now Harlingen High will call their first timeout. Jocelyn Torres wants to talk things over. 22-20 in set one, a thriller here. You're watching Real Sports Live.
We're in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
Real Sports Live 22-20. Here we go. Geyer serves, just gets across. Valdez is offset. It was going to set up for Vidal. Zabetta on the dig, but just a bit too late. Harlingen picks up another point, so whatever was said in the timeout worked. In timeout situation so far, Harlingen has called 1. Corpus Christi Veterans has only called 2. All bumped up. This one gets over. A good shot there by Rodriguez. Valdez on the setup for Vidal, gets it across. Zabetta sets up here for Berg, who sets up for Reibler. Kept in play by Cavazos. Roquette trying to get a side touch over. Zabetta comes in. Berg on the setup for De La Pena. This one takes a bounce, and it's almost kept in play, but it winds up in the net. And CC Vets will pick up another point. And thank you, folks, wherever you're watching us from here. Coming to you live from Harlingen High. Tri-match. Game 2 will be Matt Kai and Corpus Christi Vets. Here on RSL, thank you for joining us. Ruben Rodriguez with you. Gemma Ruiz to my left, manning the camera. On the cross, Roquette's kill attempt lobbed up by De La Pena. They set it back up for De La Pena, and that one's going to drop dead. A little miscommunication between Casey Vidal and Alana Roquette. That's 23-22. Irv takes the bounce off, and that's 23-23. Tie ball game here in set 1. Now Harlingen wants to talk things over one more time as Corpus Christi Veterans manages to tie it up. And we'll keep it here during this timeout and give you a recap of this opening set. First of all, if you're just joining us, one question where you've been. It's an exciting shootout here, back and forth. It was starting off with Harlingen, who took a huge swing. He took a big lead, 6-1, and Corpus Christi Veterans has slowly managed to claw their way back, and it's been an up and down affair ever since. Harlingen was leading by a 1 point, 22-18. Now it's 23-23. Again, we're going to keep it here during this timeout. See Harlingen High led by head coach Jocelyn Torres. Lady Cardinals, who lost some key players, including Elena Aguinaga, the libero. Again, Mallory Salceda now in the libero spot for the Lady Cardinals. See Julie Bryant there on the left side of your screen. She's out of commission. It's 23-23 here in set 1. Rodriguez serves it across. Here we go. This one locked over. Rodriguez gets under it, and a soft touch there by Alana Roquette, and Harlingen takes game point. Alana Roquette. It's a much-needed kill. Here we go. Set up nicely. Serve winds up in the net there. Titania Mosley trying to get the kill. It goes in the net. Harlingen takes the win. Set 1, 25-23. Back and forth affair. We'll go to set 2 after this here on Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Finn.
Plan your escape. Beach.
Beatles. Blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rolo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We're those Red Bulls while you're watching Real Sports Live. We're the Life for Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sun rises.
Welcome back, Kid Real Sports Live. Set number 2, 25-23. Final score for set 1. Irv gets the cross by Juliana Valdez. We're back underway. Scout Medley trying to get to the cross, and this one lobbed over by Reibler. Valdez sets up for Roquette. Now Lana Roquette gets a big kill. Starts things off here in set number 2. We thank you for joining us once again. Ruben Rodriguez with you. Jammer Ruiz to my left, manning the camera. Another point for Harlingen makes it 2-0. And 25-23 your final score in set 1. Trying to get under it. This one gets over. That's Mosley on the kill attempt. Salceda under it here for Roquette. Roquette's shot nearly blocked and it's kept in play. Berg across it is Ryberg. Good dig in the backcourt there by Valdez. Lobbed over here by Vidal. Berg back under it. Sets up for Reibler. That one's going to veer out of bounds, and CC Vets will pick up their first point of the second set, 2-1. Faith Luna will check into the ball game. Berg checks out. Faith Luna gets her first few minutes into this one as this one gets across by Mia de la Pena. Here we go. Valdez on the setup for Roquette. That one just skips over the net. De La Pena on the setup for Luna. Salceda under it. And a miscue there by Harlingen and some miscommunication. And CC Vetzel tied up. Another point for CC Vets. That's 3-2. It's a cross, soft touch here. That one's just kept in play, and Luna will knock it back, and Harlingen ties it up. Roquette checks out of the ballgame. Cecilia Juarez back in. She's had a few good serves so far. That's a cross. Trying to keep it in play. On the setup here, that's Vidal trying to get it over, and it winds up in the net. CC Vets back on top 4-3. Ryan checks into the ballgame here for Avery Reibler. Four 3, here we go. This one just gets across, and it just drops short, and that's 5-3 now. And Matt Kai will be in action. Up next against Corpus Christi Vets. That's expected to be a thriller. Another point there for Corpus Christi Veterans, and that's 6-3. And another point here for CC Vets. Over across, here we go. Set up now for Vidal, excuse me, Nact will take a bounce off De La Peña, and Harlingen will pick up another point, 4-6. They allowed 3 straight a few moments ago. Now Scout Medley set the serve. Our point here for Corpus Christi Vets makes it 7-4, back to a 3-point game. Jade Zabeto had some incredible stops, some incredible saves in set 1. Now set the serve. Winds up in the net. Harlingen back down to a 2-point game. Cavazos checks in here for Cassandra Cruz. One gets across. Set up here now for Luna, and another point for Harlingen. Makes it 6-7. Harlingen, the reigning 32-6A district champs, of a lot tougher pool with 2 teams gone. Down in North and Harlingen South will be going down to 32-5A. Of the cross, Salcedo under it. Valdez on the setup for Vidal, and she's denied at the net. It goes out of bounds. That ties the game up at 7-7. Lady Eagles have the right idea, but that one takes the bounce off Mia Rodriguez out of bounds. Cruz gets it across. Here we go. Peña sets up for Luna. Gets a soft touch over and a little floater in a sense there by Faith Luna. Gives Corpus Christi Vets the lead. Irv gets across. Here we go. Vidal trying to get it over. This one deflected out. Zabetta gets under it. On the cross here by Geyer. Salceda sets up for Valdez. Gets this one up here for Davina Gutierrez and lobbed over on a soft touch as it was initially blocked by Rodriguez, and Vidal gets a soft touch and she'll tie the game up at 8-8. Now Casey Vidal set the serve. So gets across. That one will be nearly out of bounds, and it's knocked over by Berg. Vidal calls for it. Valdez sets up here now for Roquette, who nearly misses it, but it just gets over. Berg sets up here for Geyer, and a point will be given to Harlingen. Lady Cardinals take the lead 9-8. Vidal back to serve, gets it across. Here we go, and that one's just out of bounds. And Corpus Christi Vets gets the tying point, 9-9. A thriller here in Harlingen, 9-9. Serve just gets across. Good dig by Vidal. Valdez sets up for Roquette. Coming in now here on the kill. De La Peña, and a block by Roquette. Now become a point here for Harlingen. That's 10-9. Lady Cardinals on top. Now to libero Mallory Salceda. She set the serve. The officials seem to be discussing something. Officials trying to sort something out. Both teams will meet. We'll take a timeout while they get it sorted out. You're watching Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
Real Sports Live, Salcedo brings it back. Here we go, 10-9. Roquette trying to go for the kill, but that one takes a shot or a bounce short, and that makes it 10-10, tying the game up. Lady Bulldogs making their entrance, then they'll be in action in the next two games. They'll take on CC Vets, then they'll take on Harlingen. This one gets across, here we go. Medley gets under it now. Mosley trying to get a kill, but get digged there by Vidal. Sets up here for Medley. That was Valdez, and it takes a bounce of Holly Santos. And Scout Medley will get the kill. Now set the serve, here we go. Miscommunication there nearly costs the point. De La Pena gets it over. Good dig there by Valdez. Vidal sets up for Roquette. That one drops in, a little bit of a curve. She looks like she missed it, didn't get complete hold of the ball, but it took a curve and drops in, so whatever gets the job done. 12-10, here we go. This one gets over. De La Pena sets up here for Mosley, and Vidal watch that one fly by, and that's another point for Harlingen, 13-10. Here we go. De La Pena on the setup here. This one kept in play nicely. Valdez sets up for Roquette. This one kept in the backcourt there. That was Craig on it. Luna, excuse me, another point for Harlingen. Lady Cardinals starting to slip away with the lead, 14-10. That one takes the bounce. CC Vance gets it across to La Pena. Set up here by Valdez. Roquette, soft touch over. Santos on the setup here for Mosley, and Tatiana Mosley. As it was Santos who kept it in play. De La Pena sets up for Mosley, then she'll get the kill, and it's 14-12. Across. Here now for Vidal. De La Pena under it. Mosley. That's Luna, who's called off by De La Pena, who gets it across. Salcedo under it. Sets up here for Valdez, who sets up for Roquette. She just misses it. It's a 1-point game now for 14-13. It's across. This one gets over. Now trying to get in a big block there by Roquette and Scout. Roquette and Scout mentally both get the touch on the block, and it's 15-13. Roquette checks out. That brings back in Cecilia Juarez. Juarez serves across. Here we go. Set up, and Mosey trying to go for a kill, and that one shanks outwards. That's 15-14. Fast-paced matchup here in this second set. And set one went to the Lady Cardinals, 15-14. Someone gets across. Set up here now for Vidal, misses it on the spike. And it's a tie game now, 15-15. Now Harlingen trying to draw something up and avoid a potential lead change here. This one gets across. Valdez sets up for Vidal. Cepeda under it. De La Pena comes in on the setup for Geyer. Good dig there by Salcedo. Valdez on the setup for Vidal. Cepeda under it. De La Pena. Luna gets it across. Vidal. Set for here. Good play there. That one kept in the backcourt by Rye. Lobbed over here. That's Geyer trying to keep it in play. Another good dig there and a good save as they get this one across. Salceda gives chase under it. Valdez sets up here for Vidal, and a block there by Mosley and Luna. And a long exchange results in the point for Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial. Set up here now, trying to get it across. This Cruz, that's another point for Corpus Christi Vents. And it's back to the drawing board for Harlingen. Jocelyn Torres will call time. 15-17, lengthy exchange results in CC Vents taking the lead. Don't go anywhere here on Real Sports Live.
Lead has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, marine industries, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. Lead Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the Lady Cougars and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why?
17:50, welcome back here to the broadcast. Here we go. Ryan got the serve across, set up here for Vidal. Good dig, Lizabetta. De La Pena sets back up for Berg, and Medley trying to get the stop, and it's kept in play by Vidal as that one nearly dropped in for a point. And that one will get over, and CC Vets will pick up a point. 3-point lead now, 18-15. This one gets across, here we go. Now another block by Mosley and Luna, but that one goes out of bounds. Harlingen picks up a point. They cut it down to a 2-point game. Dug up, De La Pena sets up for Mosley, and that one just misses. And Tatiana Mosley has been an efficient leader so far for this CC Vets squad during this game. Medley gets the serve across. Here he goes, Abetta on the setup. Here comes Geyer, Valdez sets up for Vidal, and another block there by Luna and Mosley, but this one will drop in for a point. And Harlingen ties the game back up at 18 apiece. 18-18, here we go. That one just down of bounds. It's 18-19. This one gets across. Another point here for Harlingen. That's 19-19. And a thriller in these first two sets. Cavazos checks back into the game for Cruz. Set up here, trying to get this one over. Ball knocked across here, this time Bosov set up. Set up here now, this one kept in play. Trying to get it over. Trying to get the dig there with Salceda and Cavazos, but a miscue there results in a point for CC Vets. That's 20-19. Serve across, here we go. This one takes a bounce off Juarez. That's another point here for Harlingen. Another point for Corpus Christi Veterans, 21-19. Berg now set to serve. It's a packed house slowly filling up. And gets across and it winds up out of bounds. That's 20-21. Service across, here we go. Ball dug up. Lobbed over. Trying to get this one across. Here's a setup. Knocked across here by Vidal, and that's a point for Harlingen. Another kill for Casey Vidal, ties it up. Casey Vidal tries to figure something out. And get this rally back for Harlingen. This one gets across. Labenia on the setup for Geyer. Vidal under it. Valdez gets this one across. Good dig there by Rye. And now Geyer trying to get a kill, and she'll get it, and that gives CC Vets the lead. 21-22, your score. Holly Santos checks into the game. Avery Reibler also checks in. Santos will serve for CC Vets, it looks like. 22-21, here we go. One gets across, good play. This one may wind up in the net. This one takes a bounce off Roquette. It's 23-21. CC Vets on the verge of tying it up, and Jocelyn Torres is going to call a timeout. You're watching Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
Com.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Hawks up!
When excellence in academics
Real Sports Live trying to get this one across. Takes a deflection off Vidal. And now game point for Corpus Christi veterans, as we just had a timeout called a few moments ago by Harlingen's Jocelyn Torres. Holly Santos now set to serve. This one deflects out and it ties the game up, or ties the game up, yes, and CC Vets will capture set two. 25-21, what a thriller. We go to set three. We return here on Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond. We are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
We are Edinburgh Villa and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Villa and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas.
Back here at Real Sports Live, start things off here. One takes a bounce, trying to get this one over. Medley gets under it. Valdez on the setup for Roquette, and another block there by Luna and Mosley, but Harlingen will pick up a point. So set one goes to Lady Cardinals, 25-23. Then set two goes to CC Vets, 25-21. Now here we are for our third set. 1-0 game. And gets across. And CC Vets will tie it up. Again, we'll talk about Matt Kai. They'll be in action up next. And folks, we mentioned on Friday, Matt Kai, a powerhouse team. They hold 5 freshmen on the varsity. We'll tell you their names in a few moments, or during that game we'll get to that. So Dante keeping track in this Matt Kai team, a very ferocious squad. I like to call them the mighty Matt Kai Bulldogs, and our point for Harlingen, 2-1. Here we go. On the serve attempt there. This one gets over. Salceda. Valdez on the setup for Vidal. Good dig there by De La Pena. Lobbed over by Luna. Salceda under it. Valdez on the setup once again for Vidal. This one kept in play by Rye. De La Pena sets up for Geyer, and this one takes a bounce off Vidal. And CC Vets ties the game up at 2-2. Here in the third set, excuse me. Tied 1-1. That one takes a bounce out of bounds. That one goes off Hayden Perales. And CC Vets will take the lead 3-2. And gets across. Not across here by Vidal. De La Pena sets up here. That's Rye on it. Salceda under it. Valdez on the setup for Vidal, and she'll thread the needle between Mosley and Luna. And that ties the game up. And again, we've mentioned Tatiana Mosley and Faith Luna have been on top so far. They've been playing excellent defense, and there's a few that get through, but they've been very persistent on defense. As Luna goes for a kill, and Vidal gets the block. Vidal gives Luna a taste of her own medicine. Last two were blocked by Vidal before Vidal got that one through. And now Luna tries it, and Vidal gets the block on her. Scout Mentley gets the serve across. Takes a bounce off Geyer, then Luna, and Harlingen now takes the lead to 2. 5-3 game in set number 3. Volleyball season in full swing, folks. We'll have the BISD tournament on Thursday. Set up, gets across. Good playmaking, getting over it now. Here's Valdez. Zepeda gets it here for De La Peña. Sets up for Rodriguez. Perales called for it. Medley shoots it over, and Zepeda will watch it fly by. They cut it down to a 1-point game, 5-4. One gets across. Takes a bounce backwards here. Good play by Rye. Setting it back up here on the kill attempt. There was Miranda Valenzuela, and they'll get that point for CC Vets. And the tie ball game, 5-5. You can bet anything Mac High, who are sitting a few feet from us, they're keeping their eye on both teams. They got one up over Harlingen on Friday in a thriller, in a two-set thriller. They got the sweep win, but Harlingen didn't make it easy, as that second set went 30-29. That was the final score. Remember that one clear as day. As Harlingen picks up a point, that's 6-5. Mallory Salceda now set to serve. And keep in mind, Lady Cardinals here without two players, Mia Dorado and Julie Bryant. Julie Bryant with the hand injury, well, minor hand injury. Would advise you to stay out for the time being, as here comes the setup for Rodriguez, and she'll find the back between Cavazos and Salceda. And CC Vets will tie the game up. Geyer checks out of the ball game. Holly Santos back in. Holly Santos here set to serve. Here we go. Good setup here, and this one takes a bounce, and this one kept in play. Find it, La Peña, and Harlingen will knock it through. It makes it 7-6. Now Casey Vidal set the serve. And gets across. Here we go. Soft touch over by Rodriguez. Vidal shoots it across. Zepeda under it. De La Peña gets to get it over, but it winds up in the net. And Harlingen now up by 2, 8-6. Vidal serves. Here we go. Valenzuela trying to get to the cross, and a soft touch by Alana Roquette is all it takes. And Corpus Christi veterans will call a timeout. 9-6 here in set 3. Harlingen High looks to take the lead here and keep the lead on Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
Coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past? First pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable. For condo and beach house rentals, call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are the Harlingen Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with...
Back at a Real Sports Live, kept in play by Rodriguez. Valenzuela gets it across. Vidal sets up under it. Valdez on the setup here for Gutierrez. Peña under it. Santos sets back up to De La Peña. Vidal under it. Valdez on the setup for Roquette, and she's blocked by De La Peña and Rodriguez. Whatever was said in the timeout looks like it worked, as they cut it down to a 2-point game. Serve winds up in the nets, back to a 3-point game, 10-7. Now in comes Mallory Salceda, who sent the serve. Here we go. Mosley going for it, and she's blocked by Medley. It looks like it dropped into the net. That's 11-7, back to a 4-point game. Harlingen trying to figure something out. Again, Julia Bryant on the sideline playing rally girl, hyping up her bench. Here we go, trying to get this one across, and a soft touch by Medley. Medley tries to go for a second block. That one takes a drop in. They say it takes two to tango. Medley got the first block, and she's trying to go for a second one, and the second one's the one that gives the point for CC Vets. They cut it down to a 3-point game, 11-8. Here we go. Valdez sets up for Roquette. A little too much power on it. Winds up out of bounds. Serve across, here we go. Trying to get this one over, and a little too much power is Vidal. He cut it down to a 1-point game, 11-10. Serves across, here we go. That one takes a bounce in for Harlingen. They're back up by 2. Juliana Valdez gets the serve across. Here we go. Rivler trying to get a kill. That one winds up in the net. That's 13-10. Harlingen, this is where you need to be very careful because they've held leads. They've held up to a 6-point lead, and it's cut short quickly. That one takes a bounce back. That's another point here for Harlingen, 14-10. I'm sure Matt Connor paying a close side to both teams. They're going to face off against both of them, and they're going to have experience against Harlingen High. This one gets across. On the setup here, trying to get this one. That's Alana Roquette who finds the corner for a kill, and it's a 5-point lead now. Nia Garcia now trying to get something going for her squad as Julia Valdez set the serve once more. Here we go, 15-10. Good serve, takes a bounce off Holly Santos. And it's a 6-point game. And again, we mentioned earlier, Harlingen at one point had a 6-point game. That was 7-1 in the opening set. And it just came a back and forth early there. So if you're Harlingen, this is where you be careful because you've been more prone to make mistakes when you have a larger lead. This one kept in play. And a miscue there. By CC Vets, miscommunication, and now Jenny Garcia seen enough. She'll call the timeout. 17-10 here in set number 3, a thriller here on Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
70 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I helped to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We're Los Santos Volleyball, and you're watching Real Sports Live. We're the Lifer Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip.
Here on Real Sports Live, 17-10, Garcia calling her a timeout. Mosley under it. De La Pena sets back up for Luna. Salceda comes in. Touched over by Medley, and Mosley gets a block. 17-11 here. We thank you for joining us once again. Ruben Rodriguez with you. Over to my left, Jammer Ruiz, and then Rudy Zambripa Jr. to my right. We'll be taking over camera duties for Jammer. 17-11. It's Jillian Rye who set the serve. Begin to dry the court a bit. Rye gets it across. Here we go. Trying to get this one over, and that one takes a bounce. CC Vets picks up another point again. Here we go. We go back to this factor where we've seen Harlingen, they'll take a big, comfortable lead. 4 points, 5 points, and then sort of prone to make mistakes. The CC Vets has been able to counterattack, and they cut it down to a 1-point game or even tie it up. De La Pena sets this one back up here for Geyer. Kept in play. Valdez on the setup for Roquette. Roquette's been exceptional tonight. Here comes the setup once more. That one takes a deflection out. Salceda comes in, and that's going to wind up out of bounds. And CC Vets now down by 4. Jillian Rye again set the serve. Set up across. Don't know how they kept that one in play. Irv gets across, 17-14, 3-point game, excuse me. Good dig by Zepeda. De La Pena sets up for Mosley, and that one just outside. Serve across, here we go, it's 18-14. De La Pena sets up for Mosley, and a soft touch with a finish. They cut it down to a 3-point game.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
18-15 here, welcome back. Zepeda gets this one across. Valdez sets up for Vidal. Good dig there by Rye. Lobbed over by Rodriguez. Salceda for Valdez, for Vidal, and another block, but winds up out of bounds. Again, Mosley and Luna have been efficient on the blocking so far at the net, but the ball has just gone out of bounds in the last few times. So it's been proving slightly costly. 19-15, here we go. Zepeda under it. La Pena sets up for Rodriguez. Medley with the good dig. Soft touch by Rodriguez. A finish it. They cut it to a 3-point game. Set up, getting it across. I don't know how they keep it in play. On it, lob over. Good dig. Soft touch there by Gutierrez, and that's Davina Gutierrez who gets a soft touch on it. It's a 1-1 game here in this set 3. Diana Cavasso set the serve, the junior. Gets it across. Set up here now by Geyer. Good dig. I saw set up, but it'll tail out of bounds. That's 2017. 3-point game. Geyer checks out. Santos checks back in. Reibler also checks out of the ball game while Rye checks out. Holly Santos on the serve. Just gets across. Lobbed over here by Vidal. Set up now for Rodriguez. That one just out of bounds. Nearly touched in the backcourt by Harlingen. 21-17. Here we go. This one gets across. Sets up here for Rodriguez. Gutierrez to Valdez, who sets up for Vidal, and that one's in the net. 3-point game. Here, Rodriguez set the serve. This one's across. Here we go. They try to get this one over. Good play. On the cross, trying to get this one over. Good play. Valdez sets up a soft touch by Roquette, and that one just kept in play. We're about to call it a point. Santos again with the dig. De La Pena gets it off, and that one just sneaks in on a soft touch there by Casey Vidal. Replay on the right side of your screen. Don't know how they kept that one in play. Another good save by Santos, and it's all it takes. A soft touch there by Vidal to drop in the backcourt. 22-18, here we go. Lobbed over. 22-19, three-point game. Leibler and Luna both check back into the game. De La Peña set the serve. That one just stays inside. 22-20. They were calling out, thinking it was going to be dropping out of bounds, but just stayed inside. De La Peña set the serve once again. Captain play. Knocked across. Set up here now for Reibler, and she'll get the kill. Reibler cuts it down to a one-point game. Serve gets across. Here we go. Well, lobbed over. Setting up for Reibler. Vidal gets it across. La Peña to Santos. Back over to De La Peña. Valdez gets it across. Captain play. La Peña sets up for Mosley. Vidal for Valdez on the setup for Roquette. That one out of bounds. Tie game. And the Lady Cardinals will call timeout to talk things over. 22-22. You're in set number 3. You're watching Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced.
Get a Real Sports Live, 22-22. Here we go. Valdez sets up for Roquette. She'll find it. And CC Vets was able to pick up points because Casey Vidal still in the back row, not able to be much more efficient as she is. Rotation stuck in the same place, so Harlingen just needs to get the ball rolling just a bit to move Vidal up. Valdez gets the serve across. Here we go. Mosley under it. De La Peña sets back up here for Reibler, and a big block there by Medley. Gets across. Vidal. Valdez sets up for Roquette. Another big block by Luna and Mosley. How efficient have they been? Vidal goes for another block by Mosley. 2 for the show for Tatiana Mosley, and she'll tie the game up. And oh, folks, it's a thriller in Harlingen. We like to call Harlingen High the Red Palace. Been very efficient. Point across Roquette. Zapeta under it. La Peña sets up here for Geyer, and he'll drop in. Good dig by Roquette. This one lobbed across. Roquette saving a point. That one out of bounds, and Harlingen will take the lead. Would have been game point if Roquette didn't make an efficient play. Looked like it was going to drop dead, but Alana Roquette just under it, and lobs it across, or lobs it back up for a knockover by Harlingen. 24-23, a thriller here in Harlingen. 24-23. Now officials discussing something. Here's a serve across. Here we go. De La Peña sets up for Mosley, and a big kill by Tatiana Mosley, and it ties it back up.
San Benito.
Huh. 24 is a better set to serve. Aldez set up here for Vidal. Good dig there in the backcourt. Set up for Geyer. Soft touch over. Winds up in the net. And CC Vets takes another point, but it's not game until. Have to lead by 2 to win it. (25-24). Here we go. Valdez sets up for Vidal. This one kept in play by De La Peña. Rise sets up for De La Peña's kill. Valdez under it. Salceda calls for it. Medley gets it across. Zepeda under it. De La Peña sets it up here for Rodriguez. Kept in play in the backcourt. Valdez gets it here for Vidal, who shoots it over. Geyer under it. De La Peña back up for Rodriguez, and the block by Medley ties it. Scout Medley, another impressive block. And a thriller here in set number 3. Both teams refusing to go down without a fight. Have to dry the court up a bit. We go one more time. Here we go. Medley gets it across. Set up. Luna. Spirales. Now Vidal trying to kill that one. A little too much juice out of bounds. And it's 26-25. 26-25. Harlingen here now trying to avoid a loss. Set up here for Vidal. Kept in play. They come in. Here comes another big block, and that one takes a drop, and that's point. CC Vets will take it 25-27 in a thriller. CC Vets now leads 2-1. We'll switch things over for set number 3 here on Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
Or both. Sun rises and sun sets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
LEAD has relationships with multiple industry leaders. Whether you're looking for project-based work or long-term employment, you decide. Our industry-skilled jobs include industrial, oil and gas, commercial construction, and renewable energy. We offer work close to home, so you can spend more time with those you love. LEAD Staffing, putting people to work and changing lives daily.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the Lady Cougars and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sun rises and sun sets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
throws it down.
See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Awesome!
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. Valdez gets it across. De La Pena under it. Lobbed over here now. That was Valenzuela, and she'll drop one for a point. Thank you for joining us here. Ruben Rodriguez on the call. Cameron Ruiz to my left. Andrew Cordero to my right. He was getting some shots from the game. We'll be here for all three games possibly. Stay tuned for Real Sports Live. Social media for some of his work. Finder a cameraman out there, and Andrew Cordero. Here we go. We start things off. This one gets over. That one winds up out of bounds. And so too. Herb gets across. Here we go. And that one will make a bounce outwards. And it's 1-2. Serve gets across. Now one just kept in play. La Pena sets up for Mosley. Deflects off Suarez. And that's another point. Or Juarez, excuse me. That's another point. Three-1 game. Here we go. Tries to get across, kept in play. Set up here, Mosley blocked by Medley. Three, 2, here we go. All knocked over. Getting it across is Vidal. This one dug up, and it's going to drop dead, and it ties the game up at 3-3. And both teams have been electric in this first 4 sets, and you just missed the thriller if you're just tuning in. First of all, one question, where were you? 27-25, an outstanding matchup in this third set. All gets across. Vidal sets this one up for Medley, who gets it over. De La Pena. Rye calls for it, sets up for Geyer, who goes for a kill, and that one just drops short of Medley. Scout Medley got a good read on it, just a bit too late on the dig attempt, and it takes a bounce. And that gives CC Vets the lead 4-3 in this fourth set, which has been a thriller of matchup, and expect another thriller where Mackay and CC Vets go to war next in our second matchup of our tri-match here on Real Sports Live. And then the matchup everyone's anticipating here, Harlingen and Mackay tonight. That's a rematch of Friday's Pound Fest matchup where Mackay got the sweep, but it took 30 points to get the win. 30-29 was the final score as Vidal tries a kill, and she'll find the back corner. And also stay tuned for a presentation of the medals here by Economy Awards Code. Medals provided for the new players of the game. 4-4 game. Here we go. This one takes a drop. Good dig there by Rye. De La Peña sets up for Luna, and that one would just sneak out of bounds as Faith Luna had a good read. And talk about Faith Luna. Her alongside Tatiana Mosley have been a very efficient duo at the net. They've gotten a total of 12 blocks throughout these first 3 sets, not including set 4. They haven't gotten a block so far in the set. That one just winds up in the net. Rodriguez all under it there. Here comes a setup now for Vidal, and she finds a spot in the back right corner, and it's a 4-6 game. Now Brianna Cavasso set the serve. Set up here now. Geyer going for a kill. Salcedo under it. Vidal just gets it across, and Luna tries to kill. That one takes a bounce. Brianna Cavazos, and they cut it down to a 1-point game, 6-5. This one gets across. Zabetta chases it. Zabetta had like 4 outstanding digs. Looked like a pinball was all over the court in that first set. Valenzuela gets it across. Salcedo under it. Valdez corrals it. Soft touch by Gutierrez. Rye comes under it. De La Peña on the setup for Geyer. Salcedo under once again. Valdez. This time for Vidal, and this one takes a bounce off Ryan. It's kept in play by Zabetta. And again, we mentioned Jade Zabetta. She's been like a pinball all game. She's been playing dominantly around the backcourt. She saved multiple. And that was another example of her saving it, but just couldn't get enough. Is 7-5. Vidal gets it across. Casey Vidal, the younger sister, Jackie Vidal. Harlingen High, class of 2018. Powerhouse for the volleyball squad. Rye gets it off a Geyer deflection, and Geyer going for a kill, and it winds up in the net. That's 8-5. AC Vidal, who makes up the fabulous 4 alongside Salcedo, Bryant, and Yana Valdez, the key seniors. You can call them the fabulous 5 if you include Scout Medley. That one winds up in the net, 8-6. We were going back to Saturday. We were talking at the Donna tournament. Me and Andrew Cordero in that championship game. We mentioned that Harlingen High, they come into 32-6A with a renewed vigor and a target on their back, defending champions. They enter this one with a 16 district. Of course, Harlingen South and Donna North now in 32-5A as Roquette picks up a kill, and that makes it 9-6. But nope, this Harlingen Cardinal team looks like they got no pressure on them. They look like they can handle it and cope with this pressure again. They come into this new season with the target on their back, and a lot tougher. Now you have to pretty much win every game to secure your spot in the playoff. It's the same case for CC Veterans Memorial. A lot of powerhouses in 29-5A as they get a point. And we mentioned that we did a comparison to baseball. We did it to softball. In 29-5A, you got Carroll, Betts, Ray, King, Moody, Flower Bluff, a lot of powerhouses. Gregory Portland. So that one takes the bounce out of bounds, and it's 9-8. So more of the story, both these teams in very competitive districts, and a lot of powerhouses in 32-6A. Alongside Harlingen, you have Westlaco, you have Los Fresnos, and Bronze Olivera, and then a sure favorite. And you have Hannah and Harlingen High as well. So Harlingen High looks to hold on to this district title and repeat, but again, they do enter this one with a target on their back. As a good dig there by Vidal, but it'll wind up out of bounds, and we're tied up in Harlingen. Ashley Monsivais, head coach of the Harlingen Lady Cardinals in basketball, in the building. See her off on the sideline, kept in place. Scout Medley gets it across. Valenzuela de La Peña, who just gets it over. Aldez calls for it, and she'll get it across. De La Peña sets up for Mosley. This one a little too much sauce, winds up out of bounds. And that's 10-9. I mentioned one part of the fabulous 5 right there. Julie Valdez alongside Bryant, Salcedo, Vidal, and Medley. That one just drops in for a point. We're tied back up at 10-10. And gets across. Little misread. Lines up out of bounds. CC Vets picks up another point. Vidal trying to kill. That one winds up out of bounds. It's 10-12. CC Vets can get the win here. They'll move on. And a timeout's called here on RSL. Don't go anywhere.
Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
We are Edinburgh Villa and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Vida and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs soon after.
Back here in Real Sports Live, 12-10. Salceda digs it. Roquette under it, lobbed over here by Valdez. All gets over it. Good set. Roquette trying to kill over her own. That one deflects out. That's 13-10. It's 11-12, excuse me. I'll miscue there on the scoreboard. Do apologize. (12-11). Trying to get this one across. And a point for Harlingen. Crossing the net. Ties it up. 12-12. Cecilia Juarez now set the serve. Ball gets over and that one winds up in the net. 13-12. And gets across. Vidal shoots it over. Set up by De La Pena. Sets up for Reibler. Good play there by Salceda. Vidal will knock it across. Good dig by Cepeda. De La Pena sets up for Mosley. Soft touch. Set up here now for Vidal. Good play there by De La Pena. Santos comes back at Luna. Shoots it over. Salceda. Valdez for Vidal for the kill. Good block there, and it's kept in play. And they're going to let that one soar out of bounds, and it's a 2-point lead. Harlingen doing everything in their power to force set 5. And a timeout called by Jenny Garcia and company. 14-12 here on Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
Was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Here, Real Sports Live, 14-12. Santos gets over at Salceda. Valdez here setting up now. Medley will decide to lob it over as Abeda comes under it. De La Pena sets up here for Mosley. Good block by Medley, and Scout Medley has been efficient on the blocks as that point goes for CC Vets. 14-13. If you're just joining us, thank you for tuning in. Ruben Rodriguez here with you. Hammer Ruiz to my left, Andrew Cordero to my right, getting some shots from an elevated view here. Coming to you from the second deck of the Red Palace here at Harlingen High, 14-13. Gets across and Cepeda reads it and decides to let it fly by, and it's 14-14. All gets across. (14-14). Hall winds up out of bounds. It's 14-15. They'll take a 2-point lead, 16-14. Trying to get this one across. Trying to get this one over. On the setup, Zepeda comes in. Benia sets up here for Geyer. And this one across, Vidal gets it over. Soft finish. Trying to get it across. Good dig there by Rye. Delapenia sets up one more time. This time for Geyer. Salcedo with a good dig. They try to get this one across. Rye shoots it back over. Salcedo. Valdez this time for Vidal. Soft touch and he'll drop in. (15-16). (15-16) as they're setting up the court here. Morrissey, that one makes it 15-16. 16-16 ties the game up, excuse me. Makes it 17-16. All right, point here ties it up, 17-17. This one gets across. Here comes the setup from Valdez to Vidal. Takes a bounce off Zepeda and it nearly goes into the hoop. It's 18-17. Irv gets across. Harlingen trying to force set 5. Cavazos gets it over now to Vidal. This one trying to drop in. Here comes a soft touch and tying game here. (18-18). (19-18). Here it comes. Vidal set the serve. All driven back across. Set up here now for Roquette. That one fall for a point for Harlingen. They take a 2-point lead. Lady Cardinals on the verge, just 5 away from forcing set 5. And gets across. De La Pena on the setup for Geyer. Say she got a piece of it, and that's 2019. Irv gets across. Set up here for Roquette, nearly blocked. Tie game 2020. (21-20), South Seta serve, winds up in the net. We're tied back up. Set up here one more time. Here it comes, Roquette, little too much power, and they'll take the lead. (21-22). Set up here for Medley, who goes for a kill. That one out of bounds. Timeout called by Harlingen. You're watching Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere. 21-23. Harlingen desperately trying to force game or set 5. CC Vets trying to get the win. You're on Real Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education.
23-21 here on Real Sports Live. Timeout called. CC Vets on the verge of forcing or capturing it. Harlingen looking to force set 5. Here we go. South Seta. Valdez on the setup here for Vidal. This one will drop in, and Harlingen not going down without a fight. 23-22. This one goes across. Good setup here, trying to get it over. Valenzuela, South Seta calls for Valdez. Sets up for Roquette, soft touch. Sets up here for Ribler. Good play there by Valdez, Roquette. Vidal calls for it, and he'll drop in, and we're tied in Harlingen. Neither side willing to give up. Serve here by Valdez. Here we go. Kept in play. Mosley, good dig there by Vidal. Valdez corrals it, sets up for Roquette. De La Pena. Santos sets back up for De La Pena. Good dig there by Vidal. Kept in play in the backcourt. Here it comes now. Ribler gets it across. South Seta corrals it. Allowed back over now here by Vidal. Santos, De La Pena on the setup for Mosley, drops in. Tatiana Mosley, who has been clutch in key situations. 24-23. Valenzuela checks out. Faith Luna checks back in for the Lady Eagles. It's a cross. Here we go. Vidal. Or Valdez for Roquette. Good play by Santos. De La Peña sets back up for Eibler. And 4 touches, and we tied back up. (24-24). And a point here now for CC Vets. (25-24). CC Vets on the verge of wrapping this one up and putting an end to what it's been a thriller restart here. Served by Rye. Deflects off, game point. CC Vets will win it. A thriller of a matchup here, an outstanding game here. Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial goes the distance and wins it 26-24 in the set 4. Set 1, Harlingen wins it 25-23. Set 2, 25-21 CC Vets. Another shootout goes to 27-25 and 26-24. Coming up next, Mackay takes on CC Veterans Memorial. And an outstanding thriller here, and it's expected to be a battle of 5, a potential area round matchup here on Real Sports Live. Signing out for now. I'll be back for game 2 in about 10 minutes here on Real Sports Live.